Good blessed Sunday evening, April the 19th, 2026. The time being 5:50 p.m. I greet all human beings all around the world. All around the world. All around the world. All around the world. All around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me or anything that I say, nor do or produce. That's your prerogative. Always remember, you have a First Amendment to the United States Constitution. A freedom of press, a freedom of speech, a freedom to protest, a freedom to gather, and a freedom to associate, as long as you do it all in a peaceful and non-violent manner. Now, if you a felon, you want to check with your local law enforcement officials to see whether or not you're violating any local laws. If you're on probation or parole, you want to do the same thing to make sure you ain't violating any of your probation or your parole's rules and regulations. I'm coming again today concerning a individual by the name of Ronald Hinkle. I believe that's how you spell his name. He's supposed to be the owner of Stay Tuned Performance and Repairs Auto. They was located down on Highway 105 right out of Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, next to the Elm Street Baptist Church. And a little bit before you get, a little bit past the dialysis. But they done moved down here to the possibly 1400 block of South Main Street here in Charleston, Missouri, or 105, right in the back of the closed Plaza Tire. Now, anybody that you see working down there or associating down there, well, I'll just say down there working, or those that be there most of the time, they either ex-felons or felons that's still on probation or parole. It may be one mechanic down there, the owner, Robert Hinkle, which is a crook, a white individual. He just merged with a black individual here from Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. If this individual don't care nothing about the houses that he rent to people, do you think he care about anything about people's cars that's coming down there? My Suburban, like I told you before, it was down there for 27 months. I paid to get a rebuilt transmission. 27 months later, my vehicle won't even start. Most of everything up under the hood is gone. Replaced with stuff that don't even belong up under there. The fuse boxes in the back of my Suburban. A harness wire that don't go to my Suburban is in there. He had my Jeep down there for 6 months. He claimed to have put in a transfer case actuator on it, and he said he had to reprogram it to my engine, but he had it down there 6 months. I finally went down there and got it and took it to an individual. First individual found out he burnt my starter out. My starter wasn't no good. Second individual, we found out that he had the wrong battery on my thing. Then the third individual got my vehicle. Now, remember, this guy here had my vehicle for 6 months. The Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk. Couldn't get it started. Saying he had to program something. Saying he put a new part in. But I witnessed when he had the old part that he ordered, and he got the new part in, and he took the new part and taking the computer or the guts out of the back of it, trying to put it in the old one that's in my Jeep. And I told him it ain't gonna work. He told me he the mechanic, but we found out it didn't work. But here it is, another man got my Jeep after this guy had it for 6 months. He had it for a little less than 6 hours and got it started. But we still see that this mechanic, Robert Hinkle, if he put the transfer case actuator in my Jeep, he put it in there wrong because it's not operating properly. But I'm gonna show y'all where they at now, and you can probably recognize some of the vehicles or some of the black criminals. You see, the only ones that I've been seeing getting their cars fixed down there is black criminals that call themselves businessmen, but don't do nothing for the black community. Just check it out. Just in case you don't know where it's at, that's the License Bureau and Farm Brewer Insurance. Right here is the Old Plaza Tire, and I think their address was 1325 South Main Street or 105 here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. Now you take a look at these trucks, these 18-wheelers, and these other vehicles down there. You talking about these is all criminals, y'all. This is a criminal operation. If you go file a small claims, you go to the assessor's office and upstairs, you will see that they'll tell you about how they mess people around in the courthouse now. Look at that, the birds, the geese don't even want to be around it. But they're criminals. Now some of them think they're gangsters. When I came down here to get my Jeep, the guy with the blue Excursion brought 2 white guys down there telling me that I couldn't get my Jeep as if they was gangsters. But I know they ain't gangsters. You see what I'm saying? What they are, a bunch of crooks, black and white. But if you go down here and had your car down here, most people cars been down here, especially if you're not a corrupted individual. Some of the shooters that they have here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, these are the ones that they fix up. The ones that selling poison in our community, these is the ones that they fix up. Remember, that's Stay Tuned Performance in auto repairs. Now, mine, we've been waiting 27 months, so we just staying tuned. We ain't got repaired. My other one stayed 6 months. We was just staying tuned, not repaired. But y'all take a look at these vehicles. You see what I'm saying? You see them, some of them riding around in the black neighborhood. You see some of them riding around here renting out houses not fit to live in. But once I get my paperwork all together, I'm not gonna just go to small claims court. I'm gonna go to file a criminal case because parts of my vehicle is missing. I'm gonna also file civil. And some of y'all that's already preparing y'all, all you have to do when you get your vehicle there, I can tell you where to go to and they'll tell you everything they did wrong to it. Now, how many people know about transmissions that it'll take 27 months and you still can't get the things to go past the gear that it was going to at first? You see the criminals? You see the criminals that going in, y'all, they done called and said Raymond Lewis Ivy is videoing. No telling what's down there. But I tell you one thing, it's not no repairs. It's full of criminals. Y'all take a good look, y'all, here, Charleston, Missouri. How you doing? I'm just exposing these criminals down here that's cheating people out of their vehicles. Yes, ma'am. Take a good look at them, y'all. Take a real good look. Anybody that's coming up out of there, they criminals. And let me tell you another thing. Most of all the guys that he had down there that's supposed to be mechanics, they either locked up because they was on meth. You see what I'm saying? He admitted to me, and I'll take a polygraph test. Robert Hinkle admitted to me that he had them guys working on my Suburban and they messed it up. And he told me that he would fix it, but never fix it. But it'll get right. Just remember where he at, y'all. And it's a shame that Boomland is renting this property out to him, renting it out to criminals. I'm sure they know they're criminals, but if they don't, they'll find out sooner or later. On my other video, I was showing this here, and I said my Jeep, but this is the correction. This is my 2006 Chevy Suburban. It ran. The only thing that was wrong, it was just stuck in one gear where I couldn't do no more than about 45 or 50 miles an hour. A guy that used to be a police here in Charleston, Missouri, that told me that this guy, Robert Hinkle, was good with transmissions. I trust him, and this what it came out. It's been 27 months. He done put him and his son. His son is not, to the best of my knowledge, is not a certified mechanic. I don't even think he is a mechanic. But if you look at this here, this is a harness wire that don't even go to my vehicle. Look at it. If it did, look at this here, man. Just look at this. Take a look at this here. Just take a look. He been telling me that he was gonna fix my vehicle for the past 27 months, y'all. I took it down to him January the 30th, 2024. He told me to take 3 days. But it's been 27 months. I had to pull it from down there because parts was coming out. It wouldn't even start. It drove down there. And I took it back 6 months later to take it over to Charleston and let them look at it. And they showed me what him and his mechanics did. And he seen it and he told me, can we talk like men? And he came down himself. Him and one of his meth addicted so-called mechanics. And he drove his truck. And the meth head, I believe, drove my vehicle back down to his shop. That's when it was down there by the Adams Creek Baptist Church. But I showed y'all where it's at now. But look at this here. And after about 2 months, after about 18 months, it wouldn't even start no more. It wouldn't even start no more. But just take a look at this here. And let me show you where the fuse, this is where the fuse box should be. Right here, right up in here where the fuse box should be here. The battery should be there. Starter no good, battery no good. And there go your fuse box here. There goes something else that he got down here. Him and his son and some of them meth heads that he got working. Now he got individuals that sell poison in the community. So no telling what they got down there now. But you see them 18-wheelers down there. They didn't have them at the other place. I wonder what they transporting. Maybe they transporting vehicle parts, huh? That was just a joke there. But also I had to buy a torque converter for this 2006 Chevy Suburban back in September 2024 because he said maybe that's what the problem is. Everything was maybe. But the warranty on the torque converter expired because it was only for 18 months. He done had my vehicle for 27 months. My Jeep, 2014 Jeep. I took it down there. He told me after he diagnosed it, he told me the reason why I wouldn't start is because of the transfer case actuator. He showed me the one that he told me I needed to buy. I gave him the money for it. Took the parts about almost 2 months to come. And when it did come, he knew, and I knew after I Googled up, he got the wrong one. And he told me he can take the computer part out of the wrong one that he had bought and put it in the old one that's in my Jeep already and take the old computer out of the back of that and put it in that. He said he did it. I Googled it up and they said no way possible it worked, and it didn't work. So he claimed he bought another one. He claimed now. Now, if he put another one in there, he said he'd get it started. He said he had to program that. Remember, he had it 6 months. Couldn't do it. Just recently, on the 9th of this month, I had it towed to a mechanic here in town that got his own shop. Took it at 8 o'clock, about 1:30 or 2 o'clock that afternoon. He called me and told me he got it started. Now, this man couldn't get it started. He had it for 6 months. He told me the actuator, but all the other mechanics told me it wasn't the actuator, it had to be something else. But anyway, now that the actuator is in there and can get it started, it's still doing what it was doing at first. It won't, you have to put it on 4 low to make it go forward. So what did he actually do? Matter of fact, I had to put another starter in here because he burnt my starter out or changed it, one of the two. Had to put a new battery in here. But I'm gonna leave it at this here. I'm taking this tomorrow to get it diagnosed again to see if he actually put that actuator in there. Like he said, he put a transmission in here, a rebuilt one. But you see where it's at now. It's been sitting here for a while. But all I can do is tell y'all, don't take your vehicles down there and the individuals that are associating with them. Just look at how the people moving out of the houses that he renting. I'm going to leave it with as I came. Peace.